All right, five, four, three, two, one. What up? What up? What up? Welcome to the Hot Button Sports Show. You know what time it is. I'm your host, Isaac Lane. And today is a very special moment. I'm here with my cousin, the one, the only, GA's finest, Jermaine Lane. What up, man? Welcome to the Hot Button.
Hey, what's going on? Just like Dion said, call me Coach Jermaine.
There we go. We got the coach in the building.
Yeah,
we got the coach in the building. Hey, everybody, y'all sit down and listen.
Yes.
Sit down, listen, and learn. Man, listen, as always, thank you guys for tuning in. Today is also special. This entire week is special for a few reasons. The first reason is because this is a new weekly segment entitled Trash or Gas. Featuring, I'm going to just call it, that's the new name, Coach Lane. Featuring Coach Lane. And it's as simple as this. I'm going to give Coach Lane a topic this week. Next week, he's going to do the same with me. I'm going to give Coach Lane a topic. He going to give me his answer. And I'm going to just say if it's trash and if it's gas. If it's trash, you already know where it belongs. It belongs in the dumpster. If it's gas, we finna turn up. We rocking with it. So this is the inaugural episode of Trash or Gas. So as always, if you enjoy the Hot Button, please subscribe, hit the like button, smash that notification bell so you get notified every time we drop a video. This is also a very important day because we have crossed the 500 subscriber mark. What up? Hot Button Nation, thank you guys. Can't do it without you, of course. And with that being said, this week, every day this week, when we upload a video, I'm going to give a shout out to a subscriber.
Because that's big.
Yeah, man, there's like a core group of people who are always engaging and commenting on the videos. And I want to take time to give a shout out. And this video's shout out is going out to the GOAT. You're going to see it on the screen. That is his name, the GOAT.
Whoa, that's big.
G.O.A.T. And this is what I just learned last night from engaging with him in the comments. He actually hails from Germany.
Wow.
He's a Buccaneer fan from Germany. And he says he shares all the content in Germany. And so shout outs to the GOAT. Thanks, man.
Bro, you worldwide,
your subscription, man. Listen, we're going worldwide.
Worldwide, man.
It's the hot button. It's the hot button. It's the hot button. All right, let's get into it.
Yes.
Trash or gas? We ain't holding no punches. Here we go. Coach Lane.
Yes.
Let me get your top 10 college football rankings.
Top 10 college football teams. Top 10 college football teams. And let me make sure that I preface this with, I believe in winning. The hardest thing to do is to win a football game. So I reward you for winning. I don't care who you beat. All right. So my number one team is Alabama. And the reason why I have Alabama number one, because until we beat them, they're going to stay number one. My number two team is Georgia, my team, that I think we're trending in the right direction. We just got to make sure we don't have any hiccups and we beat the teams we're supposed to beat. My number three team is actually Penn State. I like Franklin. I like Franklin as a coach. I think Franklin has built a solid foundation in Penn State. He has enough speed on the outside now to where I believe they can compete with anybody. My fourth team is Oregon. I like how Oregon came all the way from the West Coast and beat Ohio State. I really give them credit for that. And Cristobal is doing a great job out on the West Coast. My fifth team is a surprise. It's going to be Arkansas. Arkansas has beat two top 15 teams this year. All right? Two top 15 teams this year. I think they deserve to be in the top 5, and they meet Georgia on this week. My number 6 is Cincinnati. Man, that dude is building a beast in Cincinnati. I know they don't play the top teams like everybody does, but still, I believe he's doing it. Fickle is doing a great job in Cincinnati, and I know they got Notre Dame coming up real soon, so we'll see if they're real or not. My number 7 team is Oklahoma. Oklahoma is slipping, but they're still a powerhouse. I don't know what's wrong with them right now. I don't know if it's some chemistry things going on, but still they're undefeated and they're number 7. My number 8 team is Notre Dame. They just keep winning. Notre Dame just keeps winning. I don't know how they keep doing it, but they just keep winning. And until somebody beat them, you got to put them in the top 10. My number 9 team is Iowa. I think they're a solid team. I think that they're going to have some struggles later on, but right now they're undefeated and they're in my top 10. And my number 10 is the surprise team, Michigan State. I believe Michigan State has beat Northwestern, Miami, and they beat Nebraska. Those are 3 teams that we would consider to be good teams. And I think that they deserve to be in the top 10. So those are my top 10 teams right now in college football. We know it's fluid. We know it's changes, but that's my top 10.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Yes.
It's a lot for me to digest.
Yes, that's it. That's it. That's my top 10.
All right.
Who you got? Who you got?
I like the list. You know I'm high on Georgia. And
yes.
It's not, and it's not, I'm not fake. You know if you already know how I feel about Georgia. So I ain't finna be up here on the channel just beating the drum and not know I'm dead serious. What I saw from Georgia week 1 against Clemson, it's been a long time since I've seen some defense like that. And then every week since then, it's like their offense been saying, hold up, we
can play too. Yeah.
And normally, under different circumstances, I would have disagreed with you putting Alabama number 1 right now. But you made a qualifying statement that doesn't apply for anybody else.
Right.
And that is they're eventually going to play each other.
That's right. Yeah. They'll put up a shut-up time.
There's going, like, for another team, for Iowa, for Oregon, that doesn't exist until the playoffs.
Right.
But for Alabama and Georgia, unless both teams just fall off or something, they're going to play each other in the SEC championship. So I get it. I'm fine with that. I'm fine. I believe Georgia's the best team in the country, but I'm not going to fight nobody if they put Alabama. I'm cool with that. Here is my biggest question mark. You have Notre Dame?
Yes.
And we saw them beat, who did they beat on? They beat Wisconsin. They beat
Wisconsin handily.
Beat them handedly.
Yes.
But I can't put Notre Dame ahead of Iowa. And let me, and I'm gonna let you explain why you put them ahead of Iowa. Let me explain why I put it ahead. So this one is not trash. This one is not trash. I'll go with it. But my only question mark is Iowa, the first 2 weeks, which when you play tough competition early, it's easier to get knocked off.
Correct.
The first 2 weeks, they played top 25 competition.
Yes,
no, I'm sorry, not top 25, top 20 competition.
20. Right, they did.
They beat the number 17 team with Indiana at the time. They were ranked number 17. To make sure, I believe they were ranked number 17. And then Iowa State was ranked like number 7 or 8.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
And they beat them. And they beat them, watch this, cuz off of the back of that defense.
Yeah.
And I have not, Notre Dame should have lost to Florida State. Notre Dame almost lost to Tulane. So my thing is, you said, Coach, you said you value winning, and I agree. So when you got 2 undefeated teams, we got to go back to strength of schedule.
Yeah. I think Notre Dame, again, is one of those anomalies, man. They're a special breed. You know, Notre Dame has fans everywhere. They're different. You know, Notre Dame is their own brand. Yeah. They're their own brand. And so sometimes we treat them differently. And I just feel like they're trending a little bit more than Iowa right now. Now, if they're right there, that's why I got them right there together. You know, it was really flipping a coin, you know, and I felt like at this time, the quarterback is hurt, But if he is healthy, he was from Wisconsin, he poses a problem. If you look at his stats they keep talking about Heisman type stuff. Notre Dame quarterback is playing great. He got hurt last week, but he is playing great. And I think that's what separates them in Iowa, as far as I think that quarterback play in crunch time. This dude is a fifth-year senior, and I just trust him right now a little bit more than I do Iowa's quarterback or even Iowa's organization. You know, until they do it, like just do it. And I know they're trending in that area. That's why I got them at 9. You know, I thought you were really going to talk about the Michigan State. Like,
I'm coming for that one. But even with Michigan State, my biggest one was Notre Dame ahead of Iowa. That's my biggest one. To be honest with you, I can live with everything else. That's why I didn't say it was trash. I can live with everything else. Only way it's gonna be trash is if I just can't live with it.
Yeah.
I can live with that. The biggest question mark for me was Iowa. Now, you have Michigan State ranked number 10?
10, I do.
Who, and let me go. Who have they played?
They played Northwestern the first game. At that time, Northwestern was ranked.
Right.
They beat Miami. Miami was ranked at the time.
We know Miami fools gold, cuz.
At the time, Miami was ranked. And they beat Nebraska. Now, Nebraska lost some close games. Nebraska is a solid team.
Sorry for a long time, too.
But they are a solid team. Now, the 3 teams that I just named, if we put them in a year, we would say that those would be tough games. Really, seriously. We would say normally Northwestern is a hard out. They're not a great team, but they're hard out. We would say Miami is a hard out. We would say Nebraska is a hard out. And Michigan State has won those games. And I'm kind of privy to Michigan State because their coach used to coach, was the defensive coordinator at Georgia. So I know the program that he's trying to build. And he's heading in that. Now, he's still got Michigan on the schedule. He's still got Ohio State on the schedule. You know, he still has those teams on the schedule. But right now, with these 4 games in, he's looking pretty formidable to compete with those teams right now.
Okay. Here's my only argument for Michigan being number 10. I don't believe Michigan State is better than the University of Florida. The University of Florida, if Florida had anything close to a quarterback, they could have beat Alabama. I think on any given day, any part of the region, on any kind of field, you can put them on a skating ring. Florida beats Michigan State.
Oh yeah, true. I agree with that. Right now.
But what you're saying is the win against Northwestern, Miami, and Nebraska is more impressive than a close loss to Alabama.
Correct, because I value winning.
Because you value winning. And you said that. You said that before you even
Right. I value winning. And most coaches will tell you that too. They don't care how they win. They just want to win. And so I value winning. Now, one thing about that Florida-Alabama game, this off the topic, people keep forgetting the dude missed the extra point. If he doesn't miss the extra point, when Florida scores at the end of the game, Alabama has the ball and it's tied. And Alabama hadn't done anything in the second half. Florida was rolling. Florida was rolling up and down the field. Yep. If he doesn't miss that extra point, I firmly believe Florida would have won that game. Yep. Florida had to go for 2. Florida would have won that game, man. Yep. Florida would have won. It is hard to win in the swamp. I've been to a lot
I know.
I've been to a lot of college stadiums, not all of them, but a lot of them. The loudest one and the roughest one I've been to is the swamp in Gainesville. And I know how difficult it is to play there, man. So for Alabama, like Nick Saban even said it after the game was over with. We won the game. We got out of here. You know, he knew he pulled off one. He did. Yep. You know, but I believe that Florida's a better team. But right now, I probably have Florida 11 or 12 on my list.
Okay. Then last question concerning this, and then we'll move on. Last question. Where's Michigan?
I'm not sold on Michigan yet. Not yet. Michigan is at a cupcake schedule. They play one decent team. I'm not sold on them yet. Until they play, listen, Michigan season is defined when they play Ohio State. That's it.
And they got Wisconsin. They got Wisconsin this week too.
Yeah. Their season is defined when they play Ohio State. At this point, it doesn't matter who he beats. He has to beat Ohio State. It's just like Georgia. Georgia can beat all these teams all they want, roll in the SEC championship here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the great city of Atlanta, lose to Alabama, and at that point, believe it or not, your season is a failure. You have to beat Alabama. You got to beat Alabama. So that's why
one out of two.
Well, yeah, 1 out of 2.
Because if that's your only loss,
and you're gonna go, but you got to play them again. Yeah, you'll probably play them again. Okay. But yeah.
All right. Yeah. Hey, gas.
Yes, sir.
I give them gas. There was